What's going on, guys? It's me here, back again with another video. The video topic of today is going to be know your worth. Now, before I get into this video, this is something that I struggled with my whole entire life. I always was the kind of person that had a really nice heart, who never really wanted to piss people off, never really wanted to step on anybody's toes. But there came a time in my life where I had to figure out who I am and know my worth. So as I get into this video, and there's some advice you can give me as an audience, as a listener, please drop it down in the comment section, because that'll be very important to me, because this is something that I still struggle with to this day. But I'm going to explain to the best of my abilities on what I know about, knowing your worth and, moving forward in your life no matter what you're doing. Alright? So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If this message resonates with you, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button at the end of the video to let me know that you can understand what I'm trying to tell you guys. Alright? So the first thing that I want to talk about when it comes to knowing your worth is setting boundaries. A lot of times in your life, it's easy just to let some stuff slide just so that everybody can get along. Well, I've come to figure out that, it's okay to do what makes you happy, even if it, upsets other people around you. Now, I don't have this 110% down yet, because I still care about people's feelings and stuff like that. I'm not like just heartless or nothing like that. I still care about what people think, this, that, the other. I just have boundaries now of like how I give my time, the conversations that I'm willing to listen to, the relationships that I'm willing to entertain, and all these kind of things. And, back in the day, I was the type of person that would, I would have a lot of stress in my life, because, I would allow everybody to talk to me, to, put all kind of energy around me. And I wouldn't really speak up and say like, hey man, I want to be alone sometimes. Like, I would just go with the flow of what everybody else wanted. And I noticed that, the more I done that, the less I knew myself, the less I loved myself, because I was so focused on pleasing everybody else and doing what everybody else like to do. And I had to learn to walk away. And all the people that I was walking away from, like, they appeared to be really close to me. Sometimes it was even family. But I realized that I had a vision, that I wanted to go somewhere, that I wanted to do something in my life to reach people and to spread a unique message. But also at the same time, as I spread my message, I want to learn from you guys. I want to know what you guys know. If there's some information that you feel like I'm missing in this video, or something that I could do to better my videos, please let me know in the comment section, because that'll be helping me. Constructive criticism is what I need at this stage of my life, at this stage of my YouTube channel. I need to interact with you guys more instead of acting like I know everything, because I really don't know anything, But collectively together, I feel like there's a lot of information that can be learned from me and for you. I'm excited to know what you guys can like inform me on about my information, about my channel, about the way that I'm speaking, about my appearance, like anything that you have in mind that I can work on. I know myself enough to ask you guys that. Like, I put my ego to the side and forget that I know anything that I know, and I'm asking you guys what I can do to be a better person, because I really appreciate that. Even when you're in relationships, you should know your worth. You shouldn't allow anybody to do you any kind of way. I was in a relationship at one point in my life where I let somebody cheat on me 2 to 3 times, and I pretty much forgave them, because I had the heart of like, well, there's always this thing as second chances and forever and no matter what type deal. And that's just being young and immature, not knowing the difference, And now at this point in my life, I'm learning to be bold, to step up and do the things that I want to do, and to not just accept what comes to me because it's easy. I'm learning to realize that don't settle for less. And this is a broad topic to talk about, not settling for less, because it takes time to win somebody's trust. It takes time to learn how to communicate correctly in relationships and stuff like that. So when it comes to knowing your worth in relationships, it's going to take time. But before you even get in a relationship with somebody, that's where knowing your worth is important. See, if you haven't been in a relationship for a long time, you've been single for a while, it's kind of easy to, get a little desperate for love, to, really want to be with somebody. But here's the thing. If you think back in the future, each relationship that you got in got better and better and better over time, even if you're single right now. So out of the last relationship that you ought to be grateful and happy and working on yourself and be like preparing yourself to be the best version of yourself for that person that you want to attract in your future. So you need to be doing the things now. Dressing up on the weekends, take yourself to the movies sometimes. Act as if you already had that spouse. You have to love yourself before somebody else can love you. And so that's what I mean by knowing your worth. Like, don't just take what's easy. Treat yourself right until that right person comes. Don't just take the first thing that comes to you because it's easy, And the last thing that I want to let you guys know in this video about knowing your worth is accepting your flaws. Alright? See, it's easy to beat yourself up, to feel inadequate because there's things about you or about yourself that you don't like. But what I've come to find out is that I can let go of all these insecurities and flaws that I think that I have, because there's always somebody going through worse. And I am here today to explain in depth, like, that I have flaws, such as my teeth, my hairline, and I don't let these things bother me like I used to. When I was a child, man, people used to pick on me so bad, like bullying. Yeah, me, a bullfighter and all this, that, and the other. I used to get bullied because of my teeth. And I used to get called nappy-headed and all these different names, man. And like, these are the things that built my character to be resilient, because I took all that stuff. I didn't cry, I didn't whine about it. I just heard it and I moved on with my life. And some people may not be as fortunate to have that kind of mentality, to not care what people think to that extent. But at the same time, it did affect me. And this has been something that has bothered me when it came to attracting a spouse, because it's easy to compare yourself to other people. And like, this guy has nice teeth, and this guy has a normal hairline, and this, that, the other, and it's like so easy to compare yourself to everybody else. But I had to just completely let go and realize that it ain't this flesh that's attracting anybody else. It's who I am on the inside and how I radiate that energy. And see, you have to know that you're a blessing. It's a blessing that you're alive. There's no one else like you. You're a creation in yourself. And so if you walk around and accept your flaws and realize that you just made uniquely, you don't need to be made like everybody else. What if a gap or your hairline or whatever it may be, your weight, whatever it may be that simple touch that God wanted you to have to make you different? Because if you were just like everybody else, there wouldn't be anything to, compare or somebody for a certain somebody to like. There's certain qualities about each and every person that somebody else is going to like, if you like them or not. So find peace in yourself and realize that you're an amazing person, because this is something that I've struggled with my whole entire life. Upwards of 20 years of my life getting abused, watching people die, getting cheated on, losing jobs, getting kicked out, losing opportunities. Like, these are all the things that I went through in my life, and I'm realizing that I can still love myself through all these things. And I don't know exactly how you do those things. Maybe you guys know. Maybe you guys have the answer for me to know. But I just been doing these things naturally over time with working out, meditation, and prayer. I mean, that's my only recipe that I've been doing. But if you guys have anything more in depth on this information, please let me know, because I want to utilize it in my life, and maybe whoever reads it can learn something too. So until the next video, you guys take it easy. Peace.